Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dawg with a vlog coming to you guys with a brand new video. Today is going to be a brand new Dawghouse discussion on a topic that I've wanted to talk about for some time, but haven't really been able to get around to it, and that is the topic of luxury materials being put on athletic sneakers, or putting new materials on athletic or already established silhouettes and calling them luxury models. That's going to be the point of today's discussion. Now basically this discussion is going to go, I'm going to kind of talk about, the ones that I like, the ones that we've kind of seen, and then kind of, is it a cool idea or is it something that we can just kind of throw on the shelf? So we're going to jump right into it. So the sneaker that definitely started this whole discussion is definitely a shoe that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen by now. If you haven't already, I'm sure you will soon, and that is the Steph Curry Luxe model. Now basically what it is, it's just the Steph Curry 2, which is Steph Curry's, of course, signature sneaker, outfitted with just some more high quality materials, a really monochromatic suede look, and really nothing else about the shoe has changed besides the material changing from more of a basketball performance based to a more lifestyle type of suede sneaker. Now, there have been mixed reviews on this, people saying, oh, I like these shoes, some people saying, oh, I don't like these shoes. And that's definitely not the first performance-based shoe that we've seen kind of take a high-end approach. The first one that I definitely remember seeing goes way back a couple of years to the Air Jordan Future in a premium materials with a all leather woven upper and a gum bottom, which retailed at $375, which for a Jordan Future is ridiculous. And of course, since then we've seen the Jordan 1 Vachetta Tans, the Jordan 1 Pinnacles, the Jordan 4 Pinnacles, and a couple other high-end fashion shoes that have kind of taken the high-end fashion route. And now, of course, whenever that happens, other shoes attempt to emulate it, and we've seen Under Armour kind of do the same thing. Now, me personally, I'm really not rocking with the Under Armour premium models. I just think there's better premium models that you could be wearing, such as real premium shoes, which brings me to the second part of this discussion, and that is this something that we really need or are asking for? We've seen a brand, and this is a brand that, I'm sure people are tired of hearing about, but it's the brand Adidas, which has been doing the Y3 line, which has been doing new, completely separate from Adidas's main line of shoes, as, high-end fashion models with Y3 shoes selling for $400 some, $300, $200, and of course the Yeezys, which are selling for big money, which are all taking more of a high-end fashion approach and approach these, and they've been very, very wildly successful, or at least more successful than some of these Under Armours or Jordan colorways that have been dropping in kind of these high-end fashion colorways with high-end fashion materials. And I kind of just wanted to discuss a little bit why I think that is, and kind of in the future what other brands can maybe do to emulate that success. The reason that I'm thinking, why Adidas has been so successful with the Y3s and whatnot is because there's not a whole lot of shoes in their line that look like that. Of course, you have your tubular model shoes. However, those definitely came after the Y3 craze was in full effect to sort of emulate that and give people the same sort of style for a cheaper price, which is a genius marketing idea. And you definitely see tubulars not necessarily selling out, but there's definitely a lot of people who are going to get them and who are enjoying them, like someone who would enjoy a Y3 is, because it's a lot easier to spend $110 on a pair of Adidas tubulars than $400 on some Y3 Casa Highs. They've allowed Kanye to really experiment and create some brand new, new silhouettes, and not just taking what's already there and establishing it. Would have been really easy for them to just take, a Y3 shoe and tell Kanye that he can design his own Y3, or he can design his own Adidas Tubular, Adidas Superstar. It would have been really easy for them to do that, but they've really given him room for experimentation with a lot, and same with a lot of their other creatives, with of course the Pharrell NMDs, where he chose to, sort of reinvent the upper with print on it. Adidas is very open to allowing the creatives to really do the creative process with a lot of these collaborations, popular brands, where a lot of brands like Nike, Jordan, who are taking already silhouettes that already have a niche placement in sneakers and just basically enhancing the materials and hoping that that will sell shoes. And I feel like it's being unsuccessful because with a lot of shoes, especially with Under Armours, nobody is really buying an Under Armour because, a Steph Curry 2, because they think that, oh, this is a good looking shoe. I mean, most of the time they are buying it because it's all performance based, you know, I have definitely tried on the Steph Curry too, and it is one of the most comfortable basketball shoes that I've ever worn, so it already kind of has a niche grouping as a performance shoe, the same way with like a Jordan 1 or a Jordan 4. We don't need this high-end material because we're wearing these shoes as rugged, you know, lifestyle type of shoes. You know, of course, the Vachetta Tans, don't get me wrong, are absolutely incredible. I think it's an incredible shoe, but things like the Pinnacle Jordan 4s with, you know, the snake skin and the horsehair, it's just sort of silhouettes that we don't really need or we're not really asking for. Which brings me kind of into the third part of this video with what can brands do to sort of emulate the Adidas success, and that's to offer more room for experimentation, offer more creative room for their designers to really make something that's new and not just taking something that we've already seen and recycling it. And I know that, you know, there is the factor that, well, they make new basketball Jordan models every year that sit on shelves, nobody cares about them, and that is true, but I think that if that's because, you know, there are a billion performance-based models. There's LeBron's, KD's, Kyrie's, Kobe's, you know, the Jordan performance models, Steph Curry's, just regular Under Armour shoes. You know, there's a whole lot of performance, you know, basketball-based shoes that are already out there and are, you know, maybe a little bit cheaper than the Jordan option. And so I feel like a lot of times they're getting swept under the rug. However, you know, if Jordan Brand were to really put a focus on new silhouettes that are intended to be high-end models, same with Under Armour. Steph Curry, especially last year, would have been a great time to capitalize on this. Steph Curry was, you know, the star of all things sports, and it would have been a really good opportunity for them to roll out a lot of these models or a lot of these lifestyle Steph Curry models that would really make people kind of change the way that they're looking at the Steph Curry basketball shoe. You know, nobody is lining up for Steph Curry shoes because they're pretty ugly and they're just performance-based shoes. But if they were to really take that Steph Curry hype, that Steph Curry brand, and apply it to a more of a lifestyle-based shoe, more of a low-cut model, you know, without so much Under Armour branding, Jesus Christ, then I think they could be onto something that actually is really, really very, very special. And I think that's a lot of the issue that comes from a lot of these, you know, high-end shoes, is they're taking something that's already solidified. It's already a classic. You know, the Air Jordan 1 is already worn sort of in a higher end or lifestyle, high-end, you know, expensive clothing, you know, standpoint. You don't need to turn it into a high-end shoe. You know, nobody wants a Steph Curry in a high-end model. I mean, well, maybe not nobody, but I certainly don't, and I think that a lot of people also don't, because it's just not something that we really care about right now. You know, it's something that we've already seen this the way that it was intended to be, so why change what's already been done? You know, open up the doors to more expressive models, more, you know, new models, you know, new things people can wear, new things people can do, and things like that. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comments if you're feeling, you know, the luxe materials on the already established sneakers, or if you think that maybe Nike, Jordan, and Under Armour should follow in the footsteps of Adidas and allow some brand new silhouettes to kind of take shape around some of their signature athletes and signature designers. Let me know down in the comments, and let's hopefully get a good discussion going. Other than that, it is Dawg with a Vlog, and I will talk to you guys super, super soon.